Welcome to Miles More Motivation, the show that's designed to give you more happiness, fulfillment, and obviously more motivation. In this episode, we're going to specifically talk about confidence and how you can increase your confidence. This one is going to be especially powerful if there's an area right now where you feel that you're not stepping up as much as you would like, where you're not speaking your truth, where you're not taking as much bold action as maybe you feel that you know you could and should be. Maybe it's an area right now where you feel you're not fulfilling your true potential. Maybe there's an area right now where you see other people doing really well. You see other people winning and you're like, damn it, I know I can do that as well. In this video, I'm going to really share with you 3 ways that you can increase. There you go, 3 ways. I'm off camera. I should know where my camera is. 3 ways that you can increase your confidence in any area. So first, I want to kind of tell you a story, and it's not my story. It's actually a fictional tale, but I feel that it will really make this point ring true. There is a story of recently which came out of a motivational parable or metaphor related to the coronavirus pandemic, related to self-doubt and how you can have more confidence. And the story is the story of a paramedic who goes to a house of a person who has coronavirus. And although he is skilled and equipped and is medically qualified to take this person safely to hospital, on arrival at the property, he hesitates. He hesitates and he has a conversation with himself that in a roundabout way says, I know I'm qualified to do this, but I feel that there's probably a paramedic more qualified than me to handle this situation. He goes back to his ambulance, kind of waves at the window and says, I'll be there in a minute, and calls in to another paramedic, a guy called Ron, who has been in the service much longer. Ron is a really experienced paramedic. He's almost close to retirement, but everybody loves Ron. He's won awards for being the best paramedic in that area. And this paramedic puts in a call, Ron's available, and Ron comes down to take this patient to hospital, kind of checks in with, why did you call me? Why didn't you just do it? And anyway, Ron takes the person to hospital and the other paramedic drives off behind them. Now, if you hear that story as that is a fictional tale, what do you take from that story? Well, what I took from that story as I read that, which was the moral message of that metaphor, was here we have a person who has all the skills, has all the tools to solve this problem, to take this person that has the coronavirus to hospital. You can hear Sage in the background. But yet he doesn't. And the reason why he doesn't is because he compares himself to Ron. He compares himself to somebody else. Maybe you can relate. Maybe there's an area of your life where you're not stepping up, where you're not taking bold action, where you're not speaking your truth, where you're not growing that business in the way that you know you could, because you effectively feel like there's people that are better qualified than you. And you're like, who am I to do that when they can do it way better? Who am I to be a life coach when Tony Robbins is the master of ceremonies who's been doing it for 40 years, right? In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 ways that you can ensure that you have the confidence to take the bold action in whichever area of your life right now that maybe you're not fully stepping up. First is this. Number 1, you need what we call curriculum confidence. What that means is using the metaphor of the paramedic didn't need confidence in himself. He just needed confidence in the curriculum. You see, in the real world, that would never happen. There would be no story of a paramedic pulling up at a house to pick up a coronavirus victim and then deciding to put in a call to Ron. In the real world, that wouldn't happen. Yet there are people all over the world. There are people that I know, coaches, trainers, consultants. There are people in businesses. There are people in relationships who are not stepping up, not speaking their truth, and not taking bold action because they're focusing on their own confidence rather than on the curriculum. You see, as a coach, if I focused on my own self-confidence, I may never have stepped up to do this because I'd be comparing myself to everybody else. But instead, I don't focus on that. What I choose to focus on, what you should focus on, is the curriculum. I ask myself the question, do I believe in coaching? Do I believe that this type of coaching can transform lives? And you need to ask yourself the same question about your career or your business. or whatever it is that you want to do that you've not yet done? Do you believe that it works? Do you know that it gets people a result? And if the answer is an unequivocal yeah, then you don't need confidence in you need confidence in your curriculum. You don't need confidence in you need confidence in your curriculum. And when you have confidence in your curriculum, your confidence becomes irrelevant. Because one of the greatest things I've ever learned about public speaking, if you're scared of doing that, if you're scared of doing Facebook Lives, great friend of mine, mentor Vinay Palmer once said, he said, Miles, always remember when it comes to public speaking, he said, it's not about you, it's about them. He said, it's not about you, it's about them. That when you realize that the thing that you want to do is not about you and your confidence, I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but it's not. It's about helping other people. When you focus on the curriculum, your whole life changes. Because then it's not about you getting a shot of confidence in the arm, it's about you fulfilling your life's work, your life's purpose. Next, that you need to have, if you want more confidence, is you need to focus on your work being community service. What this means is a bit like the NHS workers and the paramedics and the people that are volunteering in this current coronavirus pandemic at time of watching this video, is you need to see your work as community service. What that means is you need to see it as a level of service, a level of contribution that is, again, not about you, it's about other people. If right now you're thinking about your business in terms of, oh, I don't have the confidence to do this, I don't have the confidence to do that, I wish I had the courage to do Facebook Live like Miles does, you're thinking of yourself instead of the curriculum. And you're not thinking about making a service to the world, to the community that could make a big difference. If you are a coach, trainer, consultant, entrepreneur right now and you're not putting your message out, you've not written that book, you've not created that podcast, you've not recorded that video that you know you could, then I'd argue that you're not thinking of the level of service, you're thinking of yourself. And if you truly want to make a difference in the world, if you truly want to grow that business, the fastest way for you to do it is to see your work as community service. And last, to have confidence, it is going to take the thing that people get before they get confidence, which is courage. If you've never seen Brené Brown's great documentary on Netflix called A Call to Courage, you must watch it. It's a powerful documentary. And one of the things that I got from watching that was a realization that people talk about wanting more confidence. People don't actually want confidence. What they want is courage. It takes courage to do Facebook Lives like this if you've never done it before. It takes courage to stand on stage and speak in front of a group of strangers. It takes courage to approach a person at the other side of the bar that you see, that you're attracted to, that you lock eyes with and you think, who knows? It takes courage to do that. That doesn't take confidence. You see, confidence is the effect of doing something that brings you joy, that makes a difference in the world. For me to do all these videos, these thousands of hours of videos, that's taken courage. It doesn't require as much courage now as it used to, but at the beginning it required a lot of courage. When I was at an indoor cycling course many years ago and a beautiful girl walked in, a mouthy Indian girl that looked like Pocahontas, crossed with Eva Longoria. My beautiful wife Sati. It took courage to approach her, not confidence. So right now, if you're watching this video thinking, I need more confidence, I'm here to tell you, you don't need confidence. What you need is courage. You see, when you have more courage, your whole life changes. And the way to get courage is to focus on having confidence in the curriculum, focusing on a level of service that is greater than yourself. You do that, you will have more courage. When you have more courage and you use your courage, you'll get the end product, which is what you ultimately want, which is confidence. I'm here to tell you, you can't have that without courage. Hope you found this video useful. If you have, as always, hit like, hit share it with whoever you like, tag people if you like, whatever works for you. And go ahead, book a coaching call as well. There's a link below if you like to book a coaching call, book a complimentary 60-minute session with me. Go and book one of those before they go. But for now, Miles More Motivation.